5th Memorial Tournament. We're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. I'm Upstate Al of AZB TV. Right now, there's nobody else in the commentator's booth. I guess everybody's still asleep. But we do have a lot of help. A lot of people have been supporting and helping out Upstate Al and AZB. You're watching a co-production by AZB TV and NYC Grind. Our first matchup, two local players. Earl Strickland representing the home room right here, Steinway. And George Rodriguez shooting at a Gotham City Billiard Club right in Brooklyn Avenue U. You can see George is sporting a shirt from Gotham City Billiard Club. You look at the graphics on the back, all designed by FA Clothing. That's Brian Russell. And that's the gentleman right there. FAClothingCompany.com is the website. He's got super graphic shirts. If you need anything custom made, Brian Russell can make it for you. This is going to be our first match, and I understand it's going to take place right here on the TV table, Earl Strickland. So if you guys can help spread the word and bump that link on AZ Billiards, I'll appreciate it, because I'm running solo right now, and I'm going to see if I can get a post out. Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to do that, as they're going to call the match. Somebody can share it on social media.
Table 27, Sean Morgan, John Smith. Table 10, Earl Strickland, Jorge Rodriguez. Table 14, Zion Michael Wong. Let's get underway, gentlemen.
All right. You heard that. John Lehman says, let's get it underway. We got a whole day and night full of pool. The gentleman with his back turned to the camera there is Ron Vitello, the Ron V system. Both players ready to go. Don't forget, check out iPlayPool.com. Mention when you get in there the promo code Ginky15, and you receive a special discount as this tournament is taking place. You see Jeanette Lee, Vice President, and the President is Jordan Guttenberg. Give a big shout out to AZ Billiards, the world's largest pool and billiards website. Make sure to go over there and check out the forums and become a member. It's absolutely free. Live stream news group on Facebook, the Tap League, the Kings of Vapor out in Akron, Ohio. Also the Kings of Billiards. Chad Bowling, the whole crew was saying hello. They sponsor Earl Strickland. You'll see this patch of the Kings of Vapor on Earl Strickland's shoulder, I think on his right-hand shoulder. When you get a chance to all right. Earl Strickland, game one. Plants the cue ball, dead center of the table. As the two ball finds the hole. Amazing how you can get up, do 500 push-ups or so, and sit-ups and reps, and take a jog and come to the pool room this early in the morning and start firing balls. This is physical shape of a champion. That's what keeps Earl in stroke. That's 7 ball right into the corner pocket. Dead straight. He's going to touch draw back. Earl just coming back from Chicago, did another exhibition with Dennis Hatch. Flew in Sunday, and George Rodriguez says, "Hey, Earl, that's good enough. You proved your point." Rack him. Earl Strickland leads by a score of 1-0. I understand Tony and Gail. I never left. I never left. George Rodriguez says, "I just seen you 2 hours ago." George was George's match. I don't know if you heard him on the mic out there, but he finished it. I think he said at 4 o'clock in the morning. That was the last match last night, so it didn't pay for me to go anywhere. Will you just let us know who wins the amateur events? You know, NYC Grind has been keeping up to date with the brackets and posting them. Right now, I got my hands full in the booth, but I'll keep my ears and eyes open, and if John Lehman or one of the tournament directors passes by, I'll see if I can get updates. I know Mikey Frost, his next match will be for the hot seat. He's won one of the brackets, and I don't know who's won the other bracket, but his next match will be for the hot seat. Well, Earl missed, but the two ball and the cue ball in no position to make it. That I can tell from here, it looks like George is going to have to elect to play safe and try to duck the cue ball somewhere behind the 4 if he can thread the needle between the 5-8 if he decides to play it that way. And the way he looks now, it looks like he's trying to get the cue ball behind the 3-10, just feather it. He's weighing out his options. Decided to thread the needle between a 5-8. Didn't get behind the 4, but still might have left Earl a cut shot. Now Earl's going to play safe. He's going to put the cue ball right behind the 3-10. Well, escaped. He tried to get it behind the 6. But he's got a whole bunch of blockers there in front and played it well. We want to thank everybody for spreading the word on social media or AZ Billiards and bumping that post for Gangster. Question in the chat. 8-ball guy. 8-ball guy, I don't know who you are, but the glove is the MolinariGlove.com. And we'll give you a flash of that ad when we get a chance. MolinariGlove.com. This whole bunch of empty boxes up at the front. They come in a beautiful package box. The packaging is really, really nice. And there's a bunch of empty ones up at the front door on the right-hand side. Because I was talking to Reese, he had a glove on, and he said he loves the glove because it has the fingertips open, where you can still bridge nice. And, you know, actually feel the felt. Sort of what Earl Strickland has. See, Earl Strickland, his fingertips are out there. Gloves designed similar to that. That might be a Molinari glove. I can't tell. Maybe get a close-up. You know, Earl sometimes makes his own equipment, and then companies replicate what Earl starts to modify. Who's Charlie Main? You mean the volume from the pool room? I can crank up either volume. I can crank mine up too. If I sound a little low, it's because that's the way I am right now. George Rodriguez says, hey, it's good enough. And here's the 8-ball guy. There's the MolinariGlove.com. That's the website. And it's not only gloves, but you notice the fingertips are cut off. And I think that's what's the crave. Everybody's getting that one. I know Earl was telling me that he cut the fingers on a glove that he modified, so this might be the glove he's wearing. In any case, Earl Strickland goes up by a score of 2-0. My volume is low? Thanks, Mikey. So now you want me to scream now, huh? You want me to really wear my voice down? All right, I'll crank it up just a little bit. Overall, I don't want to burn anybody's ears out. There you go. All right. Tough Cut X, the same question about brackets. NYCGrind.com is handling that, or the Predator Pro-Am Tour.com website. I have nothing to do with the updating of the brackets, but if I do get any word where they might be posted, I'll pass that along. Don't forget, guys, we still have the benefit going. Levi Combs said he was going to be here early. It's now 11:15 to get that table going for King of the Hill. Still waiting his arrival. Might have bumped into traffic. Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm noticing a few screen names there in the chat, and you guys are up late with me, or early this morning. I don't know if you guys got too much rest, but I thank you for your support. Wow, George spun that so much it almost sounded like a miscue. Yeah, Molinari, you can see the glove right there. You see even Earl Strickland is using that glove. I'll tell you, it's been going around. A lot of the pros are wearing it. I think it's, Larry said he believes it's the durability, the way the actual glove is made. And, you know, Larry Ross supports Earl Strickland 110%. So Larry might have a little more input than I know about. Well, he definitely has more input about the glove than I do, because all I seen was gloves going out the door at Super Billiards Expo, and then only to come here and find the owners purchasing cases of them. And we just had a close-up of the glove on Earl Strickland's hand, and that is it. But you never know with Earl. You know, he could take a Nike baseball glove and modify it. Whatever he feels comfortable with and works. He should zoom in through this. Looks like it's going to be 3-0. I don't know if I missed the game. He's playing so fast. Jeremy Sosi playing on the opposite table. Two, three, and the 7 ball towards the side. Well, the 2 and the 3 didn't go around the table all 3 rails the way they usually do on the 10 ball break, but 7 was drifting towards the side pocket. George has to just settle down and go 1 shot at a time. George finished up at 4 in the morning, and he's back. So, you know, Earl Strickland working out early in the morning. Meanwhile, George had to get at least a few hours sleep, finishing that early in the morning. So fatigue might play a factor in this match. You see the shirt, Gotham City Billiard Club, on his back there. Can either play safe and tuck the cue ball between the 6-9. That's what he elects to do. Speed on that 2 ball, I mean the 4 ball is pretty good, as the 4 ball just nudges up against the top short rail. Earl calls safety. I'd like calling the shot if you're kicking at it. Long rail, but
safe.
You heard Earl, safety. Good hit. Boy, he hit it on the good side too. But the cue ball found the bottom right-hand corner, ball in hand for George. And, you know, this is the second opportunity for George to get out. And the table's not all that easy, as the majority of the balls are up against the right side. Hey, Steve. Give me 1 second there. Mr. Kurtz. Morning, Steve. I don't believe the 6 goes clean. He's going to have to play the 6-9 combination. The deflection of the 6, he's going to have to bring this cue ball, I believe, 3 rails drawer, and come back around and leave the cue ball by the 7-8. The 6 is going to wind up going up towards the upper left-hand corner if he hits it hard enough. It's going to deflect towards the upper left-hand corner and just drag the cue ball 3 rails around towards the 7-8. Or, you know, favor the right side of the table. See what George has in mind, unless he can just go back and forth, playing it with some inside dope. But if he's going to have to strike at this, that's what he's going to do. Play it with the inside dope, and there goes the 6 towards the upper left-hand corner. But the cue ball shot, you know, too hard, but he's got a shot on the 6. Oh, came with 2 really nice shots and missed the 7.
I'll play the 7 ball.
playing the 7-ball. Appears that the 7-ball might have touched the penny, or the penny was in George's line of sight and wanted to move it. Banking it straight back, you heard Earl call. To your upper left-hand corner. How about that? And that's the pocket that Earl dreads on this table. Doesn't dread it, but he says something weird about the pocket. He didn't figure it out yet. 4-0. In my calculations, I could be wrong. Earl Strickland in the lead, racing to 8. He's halfway home. Don't forget next weekend, guys, AZB TV and NYC Grind are heading up to Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. What a beautiful room. If you never have been there, it's Mike DeShane's home room. And believe me when I tell you, the owners decorate that place. You got to put it on your calendar just to take a look. And the food's really good. It's unbelievable. I'll shoot some pictures of it when I get up there and put them on the broadcast. Next weekend. When Allison Fisher and Levi Combs get here, they told me that they were going to give a prize away every hour until we run out of prizes to give away. So I'm still awaiting both Allison Fisher and Levi. And as soon as they get here, I'll put them under the gun, because what happened the first night we gave away prizes was Levi took screenshots of everybody that was in the chat, but then he was supposed to get together with Allison and put it in a generator. Well, Allison had left, and then Levi had went to the hotel, and I was stuck here without any screenshots. So they decided last night that it wouldn't be fair to do it, because there's a possibility that some of those screen names wouldn't be in the chat. So they said that they would give a prize away every hour today when they get on premises. I like giving product away, and it's product that was given to us for the Mike Slaughter Foundation, the benefit, and to support AZB TV and you guys in the chat. And a lot of those people are Tony Harrigan, Diana Hoppy, Angel Levine, Raising the Hustler, Scott the Freezer Frost, and Fast Lenny, Bob Bucci, and Jason Shaw. And I'll put those graphics up. AccuStats coming through like red, white, and blue, along with iPlayPool.com. That's a cool website. If you've never been there, go take a look at iPlayPool.com. I'm sure everybody will like that website. iPlayPool.com website has donated 4 subscriptions. I believe the value at about $100 or $100 and above, somewhere in that vicinity. And it's all, you know, you can watch matches on there. You could learn all different games if you play in one pocket, whether it be 10 ball, 9 ball, whatever it might be. You can actually learn how to play pool right on that website via some videos, some software that's on that website that professional pool players are teaching you. If you want to take lessons from Earl Strickland, it's $75 an hour, a minimum of 2 hours. Make sure you call Steinway, set up an appointment first, and you can take lessons from Earl Strickland right here on premises also. But this iPlayPool.com website, you could learn all sorts of games from top players that play that game. iPlayPool.com. I see Mike Miller running around. There's Mike DeShane, still on the winner's side. I believe the winner's bracket on the Open Pros they're supposed to start at noon. So we might see the likes of Mike DeShane on this table next. George goes from the 9 to the 10 ball. Side pockets can play an illusion on you. George has no problem with it as he puts up one on his side of the scoreboard. I believe the score is 4-1. And there's the website right there. President Jordan Guttenberg and Vice President, the Black Widow, Jeanette Lee. And you can see some of the masters in the background. There's plenty more on that website. And if you use the code Ginky15, at the bottom you see the promo code. I'm not sure if that's just for the Memorial Tournament or how long he's going to let that code run. But right now he's using that code and you can receive a nice discount. iPlayPool.com. Josh, yes, this is a B-side matchup. Earl Strickland losing to Jason Shore. I believe it was a Hill match. Was it Jason? Wait a minute, I might stand corrected here. Yeah, I believe it was Jason Shore last night. I wasn't in the booth, but I'm pretty sure it was Jason. Jason is on premises also. I saw him roaming around. Also, just keep this in mind, during the semifinals or sometime within the semifinals or just before it, it's not totally up to me, but I did touch base with Diana Hoppy yesterday, and we try to choreograph a time to give away that $500, valued at $500 poster memorabilia. Right now, that's on sale for $250 during the Ginky Memorial, 50% off. And Dick Abbott and Diana Hoppy are putting that together. During the semifinals, they're going to ask a question, and the first one to answer that correctly, and the rules to that prize given out was put forth by Diana and Dick Abbott. So they'll be in the chat.
Safe.
Earl calls safe. And that prize is a really nice prize. You know, Diana Hoppy and Dick Abbott and a whole bunch of everybody else that's been helping out continuously. We appreciate it. Hey, June, you want to sit in? Nobody's here to sit in right now. Everybody's still in a coma. Safety call, and Earl said to George, I got lucky. I say Earl's going to cut this right in. He likes spinning the rock. Earl says, that's good enough, George. Earl knows to give George ball in hand is like just giving him the game. So Earl swipes the balls and says, that's good. John Barton, JB Cases, donated 2 cases. Make sure to check out jbcases.com. Also, get behind Angel Levine, Raising the Hustler, and you can get in touch with her, Raising the Hustler at yahoo.com. She donated the transporter case. What's the transporter case? Well, you know, you buy a custom cue case from John Barton, who does great artwork, depending on what you want to spend. Well, you want to protect that case, so the transporter case is a case that fits your custom case and cue stick right inside of it. It's got a big piece of Velcro that actually attaches to your suitcase. But also, you know, the main thing is to protect that beautiful case that you paid for. So if you want to find out any more of that, any more information on that, get in touch with Angel Levine at raisingthehustler.com. I mean, raisingthehustler at yahoo.com. Apologize. Also, make sure to frequent MucciCues.com, as Jason Shore and Bob Mucci himself donated a cue stick. And originally we were going to raffle that off, and we kind of felt not uncomfortable, because this is like home away from home here at Steinway, but just didn't want to have a raffle going for the benefit and the raffle going for the Manny gets a stick from Predator when they hold the Predator tour here, you know, major events, and he was raffling off his own. And, Manny said, go for it. He says, raffle off that one too. It's for a benefit. You go for it. So I come back to the booth to let Levi know that we can do it. And Levi says, no, we don't have to do it. Somebody heard about it and bought it. They called in and bought it. So we appreciate that. And all that money is going right to Mike Slaughter. But he was still far away from our goal. Our goal is, I believe, I don't know, we'll see if we can get Crystal Slaughter in the chat. She was in here yesterday, just about all day, playing the 10-ball, Earl says. Plays the billiard. I hope I'm right with the score, because between everything that's going on in the background, I think it's 5-2. We'd also like to shout out to Diana Hoppy, like I keep repeating. Diana Hoppy jumping on board, of course. Scott Frost, the Freezer, and Fast Lenny on the Rail TV. Tony Harrigan, HustlinUSA.com. And again, John and his lovely wife for stepping up and giving us 2 cases. Like a well choreographed dance, the way Earl Strickland gets in gear. And Earl says that's good enough. You don't want to waste time. You can hear him right on the mic. All right, 5-3. Oh, Crystal Slaughter is in the chat right now. We hope I was just wondering, talking to the folks out there, and we're hoping to reach our goal. I don't know where we stand right now. I have no clue, but we're just going to keep asking folks to, oh, I wanted to pull it up. I'm sleeping on the job. Actually, I didn't sleep, but right there is the GoFundMe link for Mike Slaughter and his family. He's come down with cancer, and he's battling it, and they need our help. And his wife is right there in the chat, Crystal Slaughter. You can Google Mike Slaughter's name, or after you put his name in, put GoFundMe, and you'll come up with the link right away. Or you can just take a screenshot and go right to the link that way. We got to get back to the break. George is ready to roll.
Number 24, Reese Chen and Mike Foley on 24. Mike Foley, you get 1 game and a wire. Reese Chen and Mike Foley to table 24.
I was going to ask George what the score was, and George came over. He says, "What's the score?" I said 5-3. That's what I got. And George said, "All right, now I don't don't really know. Hey Steve, if you get a chance, give me a ring on the cell. If you get a chance.
I'll play the 4-ball.
4-ball called. I guess Earl's going to go airborne. Earl to the air. Earl laughs.
I don't know which one I'm going to make. This is a tricky shot right here.
Let's listen in.
I think I got to play the 4. The 4 ball.
He decided to play the 4. Could only call 1 ball. Wow. How'd he call it? 6-3 now, Earl Strickland. Earl 2 games away from eliminating George Rodriguez. And moving on up the ladder. Moving on up. Hey, George is tired. You bet that. I just want to say thank you to Larry Ross yesterday coming down and putting a lot of time in the booth and helping us out here. And I want to say hello to Larry's family back home. His granddaughter showed me some pictures. You know, it's amazing how your grandchildren, or your own children, you can appreciate your grandchildren even more because you can spend time with them. You can watch them grow. And Larry, he's got a lot of grandchildren. I believe 10, he said, and he has pictures of them. And the progression of growth that he's always showing them off. And we like to put them on the broadcast when we can. But right now we got so many things that we're learning. And when I say we're learning, I'm talking myself and all these different programs. Kind of like boggling, or else I would have put some of the pictures up yesterday. I like to share them with everybody, and it's just amazing how fast time flies. And how fast these kids grow up. You know, when you're working, you don't see, you see your own children every day. You don't realize the changes that they're going through sometimes and how fast they're growing. But when you have time to relax and lean back and you see your grandchildren, you spend more time with them because you're not working like you used to. It's a beautiful thing in the world. All right, in any case, Jorge Rodriguez kicks the 6 up table. It's a nice shot. Good speed.
Say,
Safety call. Molinari glove on Earl Strickland's left hand. And sporting the Steinway Billiards shirt, Kings of Vapor patch. The pearl. I think we're going to see Jorge Rodriguez go airborne on this one. Six ball into the side pocket. Nice shot.
Okay, guys, playing for third, fourth in the amateur event. Table 22, Carlos Luna and Paul Wilkins playing at 2 on 7 on 22. And our matches for the 12 p.m. round in pros. Table 18, Mike DeShane, Kevin Clark. Table 15, Brian Pesca, Mike Miller. Table 13, Krista Orwansky and Sean Wilkie. Table 19, Jason Shaw, Kevin Dumont. Good luck, player.
7-3. Earl is on the hill. 8-ball guy tried to send me a private message. The private messages appear to be whited out. Earl breaking on the hill.
Safe.
A lot of pull ahead of us. I give it a guesstimation that we'll be here. Well, I'll be here at least until I think the final match will be around 10:30, 11 o'clock. That's just my guesstimation. Depends on how fast these matches move along. But during the semifinals, I believe Diana Hoppy and Dick Abbott are going to pop that question in the chat for that $500 poster, that sign. Earl's wasting no time. No time. Shooting Earl, George Rodriguez. Oh, it's a race to 9?
I called this fucker.
I thought it was a race to 8, but I'm not sure. George says even if it's a race to 9, you get it. Anyway, our calculations here, Earl Strickland taking that match down 8-3. I believe it is a race to 8. I'm going to confirm with the tournament directors. Here, Finnegan's right.
All right, George, you got one more game.
All right, we got another game. As Earl Strickland says, George, it's a race to 9. So George puts his cues back together. He thought it was a race to 8. And Earl says, hold on, George, hold on, you got another game. Earl just wants to fire balls. The machine. Hey, Troy, give me two seconds there, buddy. Just the man I need. Hopefully you're on your laptop. Troy, thank you. New Jersey pool player came into town and helped out big time. Not only helped out, he actually sat in the helm and was working the switcher. A couple of more little details as I learn them, I'll pass them right along to Troy, and he'll be able to operate that just as well. If you were in here earlier, and Earl Strickland was talking, he was talking to Zion, and he was actually mentioning shot by shot of the match last night with Zion. And Earl Strickland says, you know what's wrong with me? He says, I got a photographic memory. He says, I don't not only remember my shots, I remember your shots. And he told him, he jumped off the table, and funny conversation. Super genius, Mr. Strickland. That's the pocket he dreads. He said there's something wrong with that pocket that always gets him. He just fired that 8-ball in there. And George, you can take your stick apart again, as Earl Strickland takes no prisoners. Earl Strickland officially now takes that match by a score of 9-3. We're racing to 9 on the second day. Kind of fooled us. So excuse the scoreboard. It is a race to 9, not 8. So 9-3, and George is eliminated out of the 5th annual George Ginky Sensation Memorial. All right, guys, we'll be back then with another match. We're just going to end this recording and come right back at you.